Hello from Hamilton. This is day 3 of VEDA vlog every day in April 2018. I don't think I've mentioned that once in the last couple of videos, but you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not a vlogger of normally. Okay, so I am vlogging from the fog in Hamilton, and I would show you some of this, but there's a whole bunch of cars here because there must have been some to do at the high school that is nigh on 5 minutes away from my house. My former high school, in fact. But, yeah. So I am vlogging inside my umbrella. And if you're wondering, yes, anybody who's nerdy enough to get this, this is the TARDIS console and such. And yes, this is a very large Doctor Who umbrella. I love it. Shut up. So what I was initially going to talk about today, I'm going to push back to tomorrow. I was planning on 2 vaguely work-related videos, or 1 at least, and because I'm having a very bad pain day today, so this is not going to be very long if I can handle it. Oh god, don't roll, please. I figured I'd talk about my ankle. Some of you from Evil Ink may have a vague recollection of me talking about my ankle, but I've never really explained it to anyone, probably outside of Doc. So I figured that would be what we'd go with today. God, my hands are cold. So yeah, no more umming. December 18th, 2014, I went into work at the dollar store I work at. I will not disclose it. I'd only been there a few days. I helped open it. And I thought it was going to be a normal day. I went to do my first task, which was to start filling because I was in charge of the food section. So I grabbed a case, it was a 24 case of Sunny Delight, just the small bottles. I don't know why it was on the 3rd shelf. It shouldn't have been, but whoever had done the skids put it up on the 3rd shelf and it shouldn't have been there. So I ascended our little, we called it Big Red. It's just a lock-in-place kind of staircase kind of deal. And I went up to get it. I went down doing, like, you're supposed to have 3 points of contact on one of those kind of ladders or on any ladder. So I was just kind of thumping it down. I went to take the last step and I inverted my right ankle. So to give you an idea of what that's like, let me see if I can change this camera around. Probably not. If you can see my foot, I hope. I did this, but all the way down and with full force of gravity and the weight of the case in my body. So needless to say, that wasn't very good. I didn't even make any noise when it happened. I just I went to step back down on it and I went, oh, that was the most noise I made. Nobody even realized I'd hurt myself because there was nobody else in the back until I threw the case of Sunny Delight away to lower myself down. I'm going to turn around again. This might be a bad idea. Until I threw the case of Sunny Delight down and lowered myself down to the ground because I'm very, I don't know, I'm good at tricks like that. So then everybody thought I fell. And I kept telling people I didn't fall. And when they wrote up the report, they said I fell. Even though I was telling them precisely what I did, because this is something that's common to people who are double jointed like me. And I mean, everybody does it every once in a while. You go down the stairs, you misjudge it, you're not paying attention to where your foot's going, and you just turn it a little bit. Well, what happened with mine is I went to emergency right away. It was swollen all to hell because we had ripped my foot off, if only. We ripped my shoe off and my sock. So it was very swollen. It was about the size of a grapefruit. And they determined it was just a sprain. They said it would be better in 3 days. 3 months later, I couldn't wear a shoe. I was walking around the dead of winter. Well, it wasn't even 3 months later. They had me start doing regular work about a month later. And I was walking around in a slipper. My foot and my ankle were still so swollen that I couldn't put on a normal shoe. So I was walking around Canadian winter, in a fucking slipper. And my work didn't believe me. It took them like 3 months WSIB before they finally decided to put me in for an MRI. And when they did an MRI, all of a sudden, all I was hearing was oh from everybody involved, including my boss, who still somehow thought I was faking it, which I still had a grapefruit-sized foot. So I don't know how that works, but you know, as you do. So after that, they put me through I went through some proper pain therapy and such, because before that they'd been putting me through physio, and I was pushing normal carts after a while, so that was pretty bad. I don't know how much damage I did after that. So I had torn a bunch of ligaments and tendons. First they only seen the ones on my right side, but later on they did more MRIs and more testing and found out that there were also tears on my left side of my foot. So fast forward through all this, dealing with a lot of pain, dealing with a lot of flack from my work. They have been very uncooperative all throughout the process, including now. And, pardon my fixing my hair because I've only got one hand, I'm still in a lot of pain. I've lost a lot of the flexion in my foot. Some would debate that some of it is normal, but it is not normal for me. I have always been very, very flexible, very double jointed, and I've lost a lot. I cannot run. I cannot walk for too long, which you're going to see because I'm going to be shutting this off soon so I can go in the house, rip off this brace, and try not to scream. I take a prescription painkiller for the nerve damage that was done, but as of today, they have given me no other painkillers short of the first time they gave me the Percocet when it was really bad. So I take, on a good day at work, I take 8 Tylenol once to get through a shift. So, and it's rough. I hit my pain peak about halfway through the shift, sometimes sooner if it's a really bad day, like it's been the Easter weekend, so not been a good week. So that's kind of when I'm kind of cranky, when I'm kind of snarky. I just want, especially the Evil Ink people to know, but also any of my friends who may have the off chance to watch this, it's not you. It's just really hard, especially when I have to maintain a facade because I work retail. They've stuck me on cash. I'm not allowed to merchandise anymore, and every day it kind of kills me a little bit more. I don't know. I suppose I'm pretty smart. I need things to stimulate my mind, and pushing buttons on cash register doesn't do that for me at all. And some days, every day it seems like it just gets a little bit harder for me to wake up to go to work, you know? Every day there's that impulse to just shut off the alarm and to go back to sleep. But I don't. I have bills to pay. I have cons to go to, and I have debts to make good on, so I don't, because I'm fucking stubborn, which is another thing you'll learn about me if you ever get to know me a little better. So yeah, I just want to say, if I've ever been snippy to you, I apologize. I try really hard, but by the time I get to the end of a work day especially, and sometimes a con day as well, it is really difficult for me to maintain control over the pain that I have to deal with every day. So yeah, that's kind of a very, very general overview of what's going on with my ankle and why I'm always talking about my ankle and why I'm always grumbling about pain. So please forgive me. It also causes me to not sleep very well at all. Sometimes it just scuttles my appetite to the point that I just really don't feel like eating. A lot of the time, actually, my appetite's probably gone down so much. And all the painkillers, in addition to everything that I already take for other ailments, really they just fuck with my head. They don't make me feel very well. So yeah, that's my ankle. That's my pain stuff. My apologies. I'm going to go now because, my God, my fingers are frozen in this position, and I really want to make sure that they're actually going to get out of this position. Thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.